It was my intention to make a list of influential people in the wargaming history from the beginning. And I chose H.G. Wells and I called him the first stone. And I've planned it out until 1979. However, due to popular demand, and thank you to a particular subscriber, who I hope they don't mind me pointing you to them with a little thing that's going to pop up. I've been persuaded, and other people I know at the club and other folk I've spoken to have agreed with the subscriber that this person has to get a special award. Because they weren't in my original 10, I'm not going to give them the stony chronology, partly because I've made all the pictures. It would make them all look weird. So he's going to get a special award, which will be given as and when you ask me to. Fred Jane wasn't a wargamer, which is why he didn't appear with the first stone which I gave to H.G. Wells. He was an analytical naval developer at a time when navies were changing, naval warfare was changing. And so he was trying to work out probabilities and possibilities of how development in shipping tactics might affect the outcome of genuine battles. Because he was a deep thinker, he started to do this in what we would call games. And then he discovered that these games worked best when they were interactive. If he did it on his own, it didn't give him the sense of, oh, why has he done that? Because he knew why everybody did what they were told to do, because it was him. So he brought in the idea of interactive work within a system. I'm not going to call it a game, it was the system. Now, he's most famous for Jane's fighting ships, but thanks to the club, you, I now have been able to include a person whose name isn't mentioned enough. And I will say for this, this is a sort of this is a truism for every one of these people. If anybody asks me for more detail at the end of getting through this, I'll go back and do it. And so, my friend who's been asking about Avalon Hill, I will be back. Ta-ra, Chuck.